और कैसा है अभी आप देख सकते हैं हमारे पीछे काफ़ी डेवलपमेंट भी हुआ है। इस तरफ ये सारे जो परफ्यूम्स हैं ये लगे हैं, पहले ये नहीं थे, अभी ये लग चुके हैं, तो एक अच्छा डेवलपमेंट हुआ है। अब दूसरी चीज़ कैसा है, इंडिया में वी आर हैविंग अ लॉट ऑफ टर्बुलेंस राइट नाउ, ओके। So kind of I'm happy that things are coming out very beautifully, okay. I'm actually very happy because every time uh, whatever this government is doing, it was good, okay, it was good to a point, but at this point I don't think there are any excuses left because the government has gone against its own people. So now the kind of prophesized downfall or maybe a recalibration of the Indian judicial system has been long overdue, and it is happening. And everywhere I'm seeing, all the news that I'm seeing, it's all about this reformation that is happening. So I'll tell you something very interesting, okay? And this is actually why I decided to do this live today. And this is actually going to be a recorded video. We'll be taking parts of this and we'll be putting it online in a philosophical note. Okay. So, what is currently happening is that the government of India, see, every government is corrupt. Okay, I'm not taking any sides. Okay, every government is corrupt. For this, you need a little bit of context. Okay, so in the Indian system, there are three layers of kind of governance. So the first layer is the, you can say it's the criminal system, criminal or the enforcement system. So that is all the police and the local enforcement that you can see around us. Okay, so that's the local system. Then above the local system, there is the magistrate system, which is basically administrative system. And above the administrative, there is the judiciary. Okay, so there are three different levels of administration in India. So what's happening at this point in the entire system is a very weird thing. Okay, now because now the judiciary crumbled, now the administration is crumbling and the local is crumbling. And one of the things that is very evident in this, that we are seeing across the table, Samay Abdullah, welcome. So what we are seeing across the table right now is all these three levels not failing exactly, but they are showing their true colors. Okay, there's a difference. When something fails, it is because it no longer works, right? But when it shows its true colors, it just shows what has been happening for the longest time, and now it's just being exposed. Okay, so now all these things were like obviously there, right? All the while it was there. It's not news that India is corrupt or the government is corrupt or whatever, like paisa khate hai ye wo whatever. So it has always been there. But now the thing is, it is affecting people personally. Okay, and that's the funny part. It is actually affecting people personally. Yes, Samay, you are my friend. Thank you. Shoharu, welcome back. So again, so I'll be actually ignoring the comments for a while. Okay, let's just finish the video fast. So what is happening now? Now the judiciary has been infiltrated. Okay, officially the judiciary has been infiltrated. When you can make a public case like people versus the government cases disappear, it means the judiciary has failed. And this is upfront, like everybody knows this. Judiciary has failed in its duties. So, and not that a particular person has failed or that someone particular, like we are not pointing out anyone, but in general, judiciary was failed. Okay, since they started making all the cases disappear, because that is the judicial system, right? It's not the administrative or the enforcement system, it is the judiciary. So now the judiciary failed. Um, the administration was always a steel cage. It is officially called the steel cage of India, okay, because it's like a funnel where everything that happens goes through the magisterial system. So that is basically IAS officers, district magistrates, commissioners. All they all sit in a very small bracket. Total sub milake there are 5,000 people, okay, and 5,000 IPS, 5,000 IAS. So there is like 10,000 people who control the entirety of India. Okay, so if you think this is a democracy, no, this is not a democracy. So basically, this is a very weird system. This is a very weird layer where people have been sitting for the longest time. Okay. And then there's the enforcement department where you see all the RPF, all the National Guards, all these like the police wala people. Okay. So there are like these three layers that we have right now. Now, what is happening is all and the prime minister and the ministers and cabinet of ministers, they are nowhere in this system. They are like auxiliary system. We think they have powers, but they don't have powers. They have to go through the IS/IPS officers. They have to go. Like without the DM, without the district magistrate, their laws will not be passed. Their permissions will not be granted. They make money because of this 10,000 people bracket. Okay, so it's a very powerful bracket. Okay. So now two things are coming up. One is your entire, so if you see people getting haggled and they are getting beaten up by the police, you're just looking at the bottom layer of the pyramid. Okay, the very bottom layer. These are the enforcers. They are not in control of anything. Like they have zero control of what is happening on that layer. Okay, they get all their orders from the commissionerate. They get all their orders from the magistrates. So their orders are not their orders. They are coming from a different layer. So now Indians don't understand this. Indians just go for the police. आप अपना badge दिखाओ, आप अपना ये करो, आप अपना वो करो. So that is like directly it does not make sense. Okay. Second, the layer that sits in between never comes into picture because we never try to find out who's the DM who passed this office, who is the commissioner who passed these orders. So we are not looking at the main layer where this is functioning. Okay. And then we go to the judicial system. And judicial system, like they're slower at every level. Police action will be a day, 2 days. Within 2 days, they'll take action. The DMs and commissioners, they will take action in maybe 5 days, 6 days. Like you send them a letter and you'll get a response. The judiciary has the leeway from the justice system and they can delay the orders and the whatever mandates for years. Okay, so we are like time capsules, like small time capsules. And now here what we are doing is we are just blaming the minister, the education minister or whatever. So, and they are not even in the system. Okay, they are like the publicly official people. So now this is very interesting. None of these, okay, are individually responsible. The minister especially is not individually responsible. The minister has a cadre of people working under the minister, and the administration has a cadre, like an entire layer of people working at the administrative level, like the DMs, commissioners, everything. They are an entire layer. Like they cannot be bypassed. They cannot be bypassed. And we are just demanding one resignation. Understand the scam. Okay, that's why. So when something is inauthentic, it will be exposed over time. Okay, when something is not going to work out, it will be exposed over time. And this is the funny part. Okay, I am like totally in solidarity with the Cockroach Janata Party also. And I'm feeling very bad for BJP also right now because they really had a very good game going on. And suddenly everything is crumbling for them, and now Congress has a shot and whatnot is happening. Okay. So I'm not pro or against any party, but especially now I'll just put on like this four-faceted thing and you'll understand. And this is also why. So why is this relevant to me? Is because this is why TLC is what it is. Okay. Authenticity, genuinity. Okay. So again, I'll just give you a very basic parallel between the two. Okay. When you compare America versus India, America has a very clear capitalistic system. Okay, very clear capitalistic system. Why do they have $1 trillion companies? Is because even the governor, when they make money, they can officially make money from the company. They do not have the limitations and foundations and scrutinies and whatnots. It is a meritocracy system. If you are capable, if you are Elon Musk, you will be given the chance, you'll be given the government support. Yes, you'll have to support the government also. If you're Facebook, you'll have to be the Facebook Analytica scam person, but then they have a system. where everyone makes money, innovation can happen, they do fund good ideas, government takes good ideas under their wing. In India, on the other hand, only these four things make money. Okay, the enforcement system, the administrative system, the judiciary system, and the parliament system. Like these four systems are the only ones making money. Okay, now what happens when there's a very small cadre of people making money and rest of the people are suffering? So even if you have a ton of talent, even if you're like Elon Musk of India, like you might know that recently the ISRO people are leaving. Like a lot of ISRO scientists left and they went on to create their own private entity, and now they are doing some other space program. Like they are creating the SpaceX of India. Now why was India, like we launched a moon mission at the fraction of what US did. We have capability, but we are not able to capitalize the capability. And why is this happening? Because nobody in the government was making any money out of it. Okay, and how do Indian government people make money? Okay, we are not taking any names and we are not putting any titles, but how do we make money in India from politics is we take government's allotted budget and we put it in the pocket. Okay, we do not take from profits. People in the enforcement area can definitely participate in the profit. So for example, if there's a factory, okay, the district manager, like wait, let's not name any names. Okay, uh, when a factory in India is established, the place allotment, when it is done, somebody makes money during the place allotment. Okay, then someone makes money during the municipal utilities allotment. Then someone makes money when the factory is running and it requires a protection, local protection from local people or whatever. Then there's a department which makes money. When there is election time, they are coerced into giving funds to certain parties. Now, this is very public information. So, they are asked for a donation, and their CSR funds or whatever they can funnel, they do it and they give the fund. So all the four departments do make money from a factory or maybe an entrepreneur, but they do not make direct money. They do not make direct profits. They have to indirectly take money from whoever is establishing the factory or establishing the company or in some form. And if you do not participate in this circuit, then you are hunted, like Vijay Mallya. Now, Vijay Mallya was hunted brutally because he refused to participate for a longer period of time. Okay. And yes, some siphoning was indulged and he was found out by the CBI, and now the case is still on. But that is what happens to entrepreneurs in India. Like there's a central unit and everyone is exploiting this unit. In America, there's a central unit and everyone is participating. The government can participate officially. You don't need to make it a PSU to participate. The government can officially participate. Governors can officially participate. Their children can officially participate. So everyone has something to gain from participating in USA. And everyone has something to lose if a company becomes too big in India. Okay, especially if people, now these people are very public, like Ambanis and Adanis are very public. So these two people, if Ambani and Adani are currently like the 70-80% whatever influence holders in India, I'm saying influencer holders, not the shareholders, not the market capitalists, the influence holders. So if the entire India 70-80% decisions are just between two companies, this is monopoly. Okay, first, this is the very definition of monopoly. Second, just because you made two companies to avoid the monopoly laws, anti-monopoly laws, you cannot escape what is coming next. And now what is coming next? Okay, now this is a funny part. Now here I draw a parallel. So I compared USA to India. All right, the same way I can compare TLC with other perfume brands, like the other perfume sellers, vendors. So you see all the oils here, okay? First is we do not adulterate these oils. We do not put anything extra, no DPG, no fasteners, no hookners, nothing. We keep our oils very pure, all right? So this is one differentiator that no other competitor has, at least locally. So when you go to find oils, okay, perfume oils, you will never find this quality anywhere outside. because we are not adulterating this. One. Second is that we are providing the same quality, like this manufacturer quality, for a lesser rate, for a wholesale rate. So right now I'm not sitting on a ton of cash because I'm giving it at wholesale rates to the people. This mentality is the US mentality. Okay. So we do survive. And when Reliance initially started Jio, it was the same mentality. They did give it out for free. The 5G was given out for free. The internet was given out for free. Unlimited data was given out for free. So a lot of things they gave out for free. And then they charged back the money that they already paid you. Like they gave the value first and then they asked for the money. Okay. Secondly, Jio was a very good movement. It started back in 2008 during the Congress time, but the Congress did not let them have a monopoly. So they funded BJP and bought in BJP. So now they have monopoly. So all those are different things. But why was it done is because they also were tired of the Indian bureaucracy, of the layer that I spoke about, the 10,000 people, the 10,000 kings of India. So these 10,000 kings sitting in this position control everything. And then they have a synergy with all the other three departments. That is just what Reliance did. Reliance came in, they just attacked the other three parts. Okay, they put their party in government, they put their party in parliament, they put their party who had influence on the enforcers. So now these three, if you capture, you the fourth one by default comes to you. Okay, the fourth one has to come to you because this is a symbiotic system. It is not in isolation. So now this is Reliance. All the four are around it. They are still exploiting Reliance, mind you. They are still exploiting Reliance, no doubt about it. Okay. So that is the cost of becoming big in India. All right. That is why we are sitting here for public support. Like for public support. I need public support, not in a political way, but that is why I'm providing the manufactured quality, like the best quality oil at a wholesale rate in retail. That is what I'm doing. And that is why a lot of my competitors have problem with me. What they charge 1600 rupees for 12 ml, I am selling that at 800 rupees, 600 rupees, 400 rupees, which is basically a very fair shot. I'm still making profit, okay, some profit, but I'm giving the customer the value. I'm forwarding the value to the customer. All these other people, they have made money by exploiting the customer. So if 12 ml costs you 150 rupees and you are selling it for 1600 rupees just because there is a market for it and there are people who are fans of that, it is still exploitation. Okay, just because it's being done elsewhere, just because people think because it is costly it might be better, because it is costly the quality is better if it is costly. So that if it is costly mentality, okay, if the market has this rate mentality, all these mentalities that people are playing off of, this is what I didn't like. Okay, I was a big Perfume fan, so now this is like the origin story of this villain in other people's story. So I was a perfume lover. Okay, I used to hunt for perfumes. I used to go out and hunt for perfumes. I did not find the quality either when I was going for cheap perfumes, when I was going for wholesale perfumes. I did not get the quality. Simple as that. Okay, I wanted quality. I'm a perfume lover, so I need quality. But nobody had the quality that I wanted at the prices I was looking at. And here, when I was getting the quality, the prices were not something I could afford as a college student. So that is when I was a very big fan of perfumes back in 2013. So that is where I'm coming from. That was my vision. So for 12 years, I worked in marketing. And then when it was time after COVID, it was time I decided to have my own thing going on. And this perfume thing is my own. And the whole concept is to provide the best quality at wholesale prices to customers. Okay, it's like the DMart model. DMart is giving you at wholesale rates, and DMart is quite famous. So that is where we went. We were like, okay, what do we give people as a value, which is such immense value that people keep returning, and people do keep returning. Okay, they are not addicted to the perfumes. They are addicted to either the compliments or the prices. Fair game. Okay, fair game. I am not here to judge anyone. Okay, I don't want you to fall in love with the perfumes. I want you to have your own agenda coming to me. I want you to have your own motivation coming to me. Okay, you tell me what you need. I won't tell you what you should need. First thing. Okay, secondly, if you are getting the value that you're looking for, what is the first thing that you do? You go to other people and promote the same thing. And that is what has been happening. We started with 5 customers, initially just 1 customer. Then it went to 5 customers. Today we have more than 400 customers who order online, offline, this, that, whatever. But this has stayed because we have never compromised with the quality. And other perfume brands, go online, check online, whatever references, whatever reviews, whatever anything, critics, whatever, they always say that a perfume brand started so and so, was so and now they have degraded in quality. Now they are compromising on quality, the prices have increased and the quality has decreased. That is gradually what happens, right? Because initially the flair is new, everyone wants the something new, okay, everyone wants to try out. Now again, I cannot take names, okay, but I have these case studies. So everyone wants something new, all right. How do you get something new? Whenever something is launched, you go try it out, end of story. So if you're a perfume lover, you might have tried more or less every single perfume in the market, or at least every brand at least once, okay. That is the maths that these people work on. So every brand at least once, okay. And here today, for the first time, I'll be exposing one of the brands. Okay, two of the brands. One is, I won't take the brand name, but you know the perfume by the name Hydra. Okay, it's a very fresh perfume, Hydra. It's a square bottle. Okay, you can find it online. Hydra perfume dalo, you'll get the entire description. It's a very popular brand. The perfume is manufactured for 68 rupees. Okay, it gives you a lasting of 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, whatever. But it is manufactured for 68 rupees. आज के दिन 68 rupees में एक हैप्पी मील नहीं मिलता है. That is the basic food that we are talking about. एक प्लेट बिरयानी नहीं मिलती है. And somebody is manufacturing that perfume for 68 rupees. Now can you imagine the quality that they are using? So there's a chemical called DPG. If you put it in any perfume, the perfume will simply last for days. Okay, like at least 24 hours it will last. That chemical will mess up your skin. I have been shouting at the top of my voice for people to realize this, that there's a chemical DPG which it is basically something that is used to mix the different compounds together. You use it in small quantities during the manufacturing of the oil, that is good. But if you start putting it in the perfume after the manufacturing for the lasting, it becomes toxic. I have been shouting this for the longest time, 2.5 years now. And people are still coming here and promoting Hydra. Like, how the hell do you do that? Secondly, then there is another company which is selling perfumes for 600 bucks, manufacturing for 78 bucks. That was 68, this is 78. They are manufacturing for 78. They have economies of scale. They are selling to entire India. One of their perfumes is called CEO. All right, that is one of the perfumes. So now, just imagine you are applying 68, 78 rupees perfume. Do you think they have quality? Honestly, yourself sit and think, do they have quality? I'll tell you what they do have. Okay, I'll tell you what they do have. They have good political support. They have support of this layers that I was talking about. They have support from these layers in the judiciary, se lekar the enforcement department, se lekar, like everyone is supporting these companies. Why? Chanda milta hai. They are paying a ton in donations to these parties or whatever, like the governments, the parties, whatever. So they are paying certain amounts to stay relevant. I can also do the same. Okay, I can right now, I can walk out, I can talk to the, let's not expose too much. But yeah, this is the reality. Okay. Now the whole problem, like the whole agenda today to make this video was to help you guys understand, okay, what is happening in India is not new. It is not at all new. It is something that was long due. It was long due for the past 10 years, not 12 years, 10 years. 12 years has passed. But since the last 10 years, this was due. Whatever is happening at Jantar Mantar, whatever is happening with the NEET preparations, whatever is happening with the presidential elections, the candidacy, whatever, okay, I'm not even putting a single finger on a person or a party. Whatever is happening, this was long due. Since demonetization, this was due. If you don't know, the 2000 rupees note was a scam too. No doubts about it. That was a scam. So now how do you counteract all these things? You don't need to. You don't need to. First, let's start. The TLC philosophy. What is the TLC philosophy? Do your own shit. Okay? Do not look at the world. Do not look at what other people are doing right or wrong. Do your own shit. We did not settle for stopping and looking at what other brands were doing. They are making massive profits. Am I? So you have to have a very clear mission. Okay? First of all, am I here for profits? Is my first question. Am I here for the profits, or am I here for a mission? My mission was to solve the problem that I used to face when I was in college. So my mission was very clear: provide good quality oils and perfumes at the fraction of the cost what people are overcharging. If you Google right now, if you go to your local vendor for Musk Rizali, that was a perfume which was my favorite, Musk Rizali. I used to not have 1600, 1800 bucks to buy 12 ml of Musk Rizali. That was my condition back in my college. Today I can afford, but should I is the question. TLC has perfumes like this highest quality Musk Rizali we have right now for 800 rupees, like half of the market price. What does that tell you? You can walk into a store, you can buy Musk Rizali, highest quality, highest density, longest lasting for 800 bucks, and naturally long lasting, which is around 7 to 8 hours. If you are getting the same Musk Rizali outside for 1600 and it is lasting you 2 days, trust me, it is not even worth 68 rupees. First, it has a lot of chemical additives that you should not put on your skin. Second, and it will cause a lot of problems in the long run, hormonal problems. Third, people do not understand these challenges and they are still going for such vendors, and that is fine. That is what I'm telling you. I'm not going to change the world. I'm not here to preach. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your life or your money. I'm simply here to provide you the best oils at the best prices, and that is something none of my competitors can do. So in their system, there is like a team of 5 6 people. When they make money, it is distributed among 5 6 people, and they have to overcharge you. They have to sell it for 1600, 1800 bucks for 10 grams. They have to do that or they won't survive. I don't have that overhead right now, and mostly I'll not have it later also. That's why this public brand that we are going public with, the TLC oil section, which is also the TLC commerce, this will never go away. We are also having a new section coming up, which is the TLC guild, which will have a lot of members interacting, and instead of me, those people will also come and help you guys out with things. But then the core reality remains this, that we will never change the oil prices. We will always be hedging our prices against the market at a certain fraction, okay, at a certain ratio, and we will not be exceeding those ratios. The average of my oils is around 300 bucks for 10 grams. I'm selling it for 400 bucks. That is my ratio. That is it, which is around 3 is to 4. So my ratio is 3 is to 4. I am making 100 bucks profit, and I'm telling you on your face that I am facilitating this and I'm making 100 bucks profit over what I am providing you. That's it, end of story. And I can also claim this in the market. Whatever brand you can bring, like I have no problem with this at this point, because see, if people can go to such extents at Jantar Mantar for neat preparations, then it is my moral responsibility to stand, for my customers and my vendors, and especially for the authenticity of this market, to come and tell you the real prices, authentic prices, authentic oils, everything, the authenticity being the keyword, and it is my moral responsibility. Till now, I was kind of in the impression that यार दूसरे के पेट पे क्यों लात मारना, ठीक है, मैं ये सारी चीजें बता दूंगा, दूसरे के पेट पे लात पड़ेगी, तो इसलिए मैं नहीं बताता था. I used to think, for those people, what do I have enmity with them? But then understand the way the government takes away like 80% of our budget and just provides 20% of the value, and that is why we have holes, potholes and everything on the roads. That is the same logic that is happening here. Okay, people are removing the quality. Okay, they will take this oil, okay, one bottle, just imagine this one bottle, okay, they will take this one bottle, they will split it. Where is this one bottle? Upar ja. So this one bottle they'll split it into three by putting DPG. इसमें डीपीजी डालेंगे, इसको 3 बॉटल बना देंगे. अब ये जो 3 बॉटल है, इसका लास्टिंग आपको कितना मिलेगा? कम से कम 12 घंटा, एटलीस्ट 12 hours ऑफ लास्टिंग यू विल गेट. एंड देन दे विल प्रमोट इट सेइंग ये हमारा 12 घंटे का लास्टिंग है, 200 रुपए में तोला. 200 रुपए नहीं, 50 रुपए की औकात नहीं है उसकी, डीपीजी भर के दे रहे हो तुम उसमें. And there are multiple chemicals. Some people just overdose with galaxolide. I've seen, oh my god, vendors doing this with galaxolide. Brother, galaxolide is a plastic, like it is a plastic. How can you like overdose your perfumes with galaxolide and still call it a perfume? Just call it a bloody chemical. उससे अच्छा लाके अपना सफोला और वो सारा तेल डाल दो उसमें. That is even healthier, not galaxolide. So that is what people are doing in the market. You guys are using that same attar हमको सस्ते में मिला बोल के. I don't know who is the bigger fool, you know, because see, when this party came into power, they were very smart, okay. The people who supported these parties were also very smart, okay. They tried to use the US model of right wing, left wing, right wing, but you have to understand, you have to be USA to try to speak like USA, okay. There is no right and left wing in India. There is like just people who are illiterate and people who at least understand something with a basic sense of education. Okay, there are padhe likhe illiterates in India, which is like PhD holders who are blindly supporting weird policies from this party. Okay, so there are people. Education is no marker for your wisdom or your quality of thoughts or for your intuition. Nothing. There are people who have learned nothing. For the past 20, 30, 40 years, they have been guiding other people. They are farmers. Okay, yeah, we are back. So, there are people in India who are farmers. Okay. These people, because they have seen the like the Indian market so well, they can guide you. They can actually provide you some wisdom which will actually help you. And they are illiterate people, like literally on paper illiterate, 8वीं pass kind of people. But they have so much sense, like they can lead a revolution. Okay, I'm not saying Anna Hazare was one of them, but Anna Hazare is a prime example of how to lead a revolution. Currently, this Cockroach Janta Party is very padha likha party. Okay, they are still guiding a revolution. So it does not mean that if you are literate, you are not going to lead it because you're too scared. If you're illiterate, then you will go only into politics and become gunda. No, it's like a personal accountability, personal responsibility, and that is what I'm here for. Today, this video is literally about that same responsibility. Okay. So hear this. Okay, I'll tell you very, very sharp and clear. Now, I do not care who says what. Before this, I used to get a lot of calls from people. All right. They used to call me. Not a lot of calls, but from big players, 2 people have called me. From the mid-level players, from the local players, 3 people have called me. So total 5 people have called me and told me, please raise the prices of your perfumes. Why? Janta janna chahti hai. People want to know, like why? Why should I raise my prices when you are overcharging? I understand before I came to this market, there was a set standard, but then why should I compromise on my dream? Why should I compromise on my mission? My whole bloody mission was to provide all these perfumes at a cost which is pocket friendly. Okay, provide good luxury. This is good luxury. This is not premium luxury. Okay, 10 grams, 400, 800 rupees is good luxury. If you want premium luxury, I'll show you premium. 10,000 rupees for 10 grams, costlier than gold. Like I have perfumes which are costlier than gold. Okay, they are like authentic perfumes, authentic essence, authentic distilled oils. They are costlier than gold. I have an oud which is 12,000 rupees for 10 grams. That is costlier than oud. Sorry, gold. Okay, 20,000 rupees for 10 grams. That is way costlier than gold. I have those oils. People do buy those oils. So ऐसा नहीं है मार्केट नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं है पैसे नहीं कमाओगे. समझा? ऐसा नहीं है पैसे नहीं कमाओगे, मार्केट इज देयर, यू विल मेक मनी. Whatever you sit with, you will make money. Whatever price point you sit at, you will make money. There is no doubt about it. You will make money. That is for sure. How do you make money is another issue. Okay. And my simple response to everyone in the market who has, I respect you. Okay. Know this, sir, uncle, madam, tata, kaka, tau, and everyone. I do respect you. Okay, you have been in the market longer than me. You have been running these businesses longer than me. I do not mind acknowledging that you are more experienced than me. When you call up and say हम आपसे बहुत ज़्यादा दिन से इस market में हैं, I acknowledge that. I totally, at the yesterday's phone call, which again incited me to get to this point, is yes, I acknowledge you have been in the market for a longer time. Okay, you have been in the market maybe for 30 years now. I don't care. I do respect you. But what you did in the market and what you did in the past so many years, I don't care. And trust me, after yesterday's call, now I'm going to make a structure around this and I'll show you the power of entrepreneurship in India. ठीक है? मुझे कॉल करके बोला गया कि आप नहीं जानते क्या हो सकता है. मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ क्या हो सकता है. मैं ऑनेस्टली आपको दिखाता हूँ क्या हो सकता है. ठीक है, यू हैव इंसाइटेड मी, यू हैव इरिटेटेड मी. मैं सो रहा था, मैं शांति से मेरे तेल बेच रहा था, मैंने प्रमोशन भी नहीं किया था. ठीक है, आई डिड नॉट ब्लडी गो टू एनीवन, आई डिड नॉट कंजर मनी आउट ऑफ people's pocket to sell my perfumes. I did not do any kind of promotion. Do you know this? And do you know how aggressively now I'll promote after this point, after you have poked the hornet's nest? पढ़े लिखे में और अनपढ़ में मैं अब तुमको फर्क समझाता हूँ. कल फोन पे बोला था ना. This is a direct message to you and I won't be taking your name but you will know. Okay, and whatever I speak now, I will show you in action. Okay, so now other live people, maybe you guys can leave, but this is a very clear message for someone specific. I'll tell you what happens जब एक entrepreneur, जब एक मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर, जब एक पेट्रोलियम डिपार्टमेंट का ऑडिटर जो मैं हूं, मैं जब मेरी औकात पे आता हूं तो क्या होता है. फर्स्ट आई विल मेक दिस इनटू अ सिस्टम विच विल एग्जिस्ट इवन इफ आई एम डेड. ठीक है, तो तुम्हारी धमकियां अगले एक हफ्ते में मैं इररेलेवेंट करने वाला हूं. एक हफ्ते में तुम्हारी धमकी को इररेलेवेंट कर दूंगा, याद रखो. सेकेंड, I have just been stocking 250 perfumes, 300 perfumes. Now I will be stocking more than 1,000 perfumes. I will send people to your shop to get your inventory and I will keep all the oils that you keep. Okay? Third, I will also make a list of all of your perfumes and your combinations and what dupes they are, and I will put them publicly on Reddit and even if possible Fragrantica and even in your websites and your reviews. You do not know what you have just caused. Okay, so मैं आप लोगों के परफ्यूम्स को भी एक्सपोज करूंगा. जो आप फ्लोरा बेच रहे हो अपने यहाँ पे इंपीरियल के नाम से, अब मैं आपको एक्सपोज करूंगा. और कहाँ कहाँ एक्सपोज करूंगा, यू विल नो. सो दीज 3 challenges आर फ्रॉम मी डायरेक्टली टू यू. जो उखाड़ सकते हो उखाड़ लो. ओके, दिस इज माई ओपन चैलेंज. मैं तुमने कल फोन पे प्राइवेटली बात किया था, यहाँ पे मैं पब्लिकली तुमको बोल रहा हूँ. ओके, दिस इज व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हैपन. All right, and this direct challenge will also be publicized. This will be promoted. आज तक मैंने पैसा नहीं लगाया था इसमें और तुमको मालूम भी नहीं है मेरा बाप कौन है. ठीक है. I sound like a typical हरियाणवी, but तुमको मालूम भी नहीं था और तुमने फालतू में अपनी टांग घुसा दी. अब देखो मैं कौन. And the earlier systems that I mentioned, okay, I'll tell you one more beauty. There is a way to legally use all of this. All right, I am a very good promoter of all these facilities. I'm a power broker in the political system, and now you have touched the hornet's nest. So I will not go behind your brand. Okay, I will not do anything to you. I will just make you public as possible, and I'll make myself as public as possible. Now that is my challenge to you. Now यू विल सी इफ कॉकरोच जनता पार्टी उनके उसमें घुस सकती है ना, तो मैं टीएलसी होके तुम्हारे में भी घुस सकता हूँ. Now you see, and to all my loyal viewers, especially Sons and everyone, now I need you guys. I honestly need you guys. तो ये देखना, मैं तुम लोग को टैग भी करूंगा इसमें, ठीक है. आई विल ऑल्सो बी पुटिंग अ बिट्स आउट ऑफ दिस, ओके. एंड लेट्स ऑफिशियली, okay, now I'm raising officially against the entire nexus, okay, this entire perfume industry nexus. I will make the manufacturers directly the retailers. I don't give a fuck about who is in between now. This is my hobby. TLC was always supposed to be my hobby. You did not need to trigger me for this. Trust me. I was a very happy-go-lucky guy before this. You know, big people came, big claims came. A lot of bullshit happened around me. Lot of bullshit. I used to sit here and do, uh, time pass in ways where people felt it is not good that I should be wasting so much time. But I did it. I was bored. Now you have given me a mission. So first of all, thank you. You have given me a mission now. I will make sure to stay true to this mission now. For sure. Okay? It's fine. Now somebody just messaged me that आप अपने लाइव पे इतना सब मत बोलो, वो लोग देखेंगे, ये वो. Chuck it. क्या लगता है, अब तो मैं हर टाइम बोलूंगा. नाउ आई एम अगेंस्ट दिस एंटायर नेक्सस. द नेक्सस दैट इज ईदर सेलिंग यू वेस्ट at the dirt cheap cost, or they are selling you normal perfumes at a very premium cost. Now I'm against all of them. Now I'll show you what a single company can do if taken the right way. What a single company can do. What a single person can do. And Jantar Mantar and all those examples don't give me. Okay. I am on both parties. I am on BJP also, by the way. Half of my family is BJP. So do not try to give me examples which are technically irrelevant. मैंने फोन पे हाँ किया ना, but that was irrelevant to me. You cannot threaten me BJP के नाम से. बोलो तो मैं भिजवा दूं तुम्हारे घर पे BJP. हाँ, हमारे खानदान में अब्बा अम्मा सब लोग वही हैं. तो हमको मत बताओ बीजेपी हमारा क्या बिगाड़ेगी. अब मैं आता हूँ, मैं तुमको बताता हूँ कि मैं सिंपली मेरे मार्केटिंग के पावर से तुम्हारा क्या बिगाड़ूंगा. एंड देन लेट्स सी हु विंस. ओके, दिस इज माय ओपन चैलेंज. एंड ऑन अ लाइटर नोट, गुड लक टू सीजेपी. आप लोग एग्जाम्पल बन के यूज किया मैंने, बट आई होप दैट वर्क्स एज अ प्रमोशन. एंड मेरे बाप दादा लोगों को, I hope I did not expose any sensitive internal workings. So you guys please do not come behind me with any pitchforks. Okay, this is not a witch hunt. And I'll not be retracting anything because that is the reality. But I did not say anything because we are trained. बचपन से हमको train किया जाता है what to speak on camera. भाई मैं लोगों का PR रह चुका हूँ. So I know exactly how much I can speak on camera and what is legally binding, what is not binding. So trust me, you send this recording to any like Tom, Dick and Harry. This is not legally binding. Okay, whatever I've said in this entire video, I have proof, I have backing, and trust me, कुछ नहीं हो सकता. और मैं खुल के बोलता हूँ, तुम्हारे पास खाली बीजेपी के लोग हैं, मेरे पास बीजेपी भी है और हाजी मस्तान भी है. तो मेरे से तो बात मत ही करो तुम, ठीक है. Honestly, this was it. And you literally triggered me, bro. I have never been this passionate on any of my live streams. I have never been this vocal on any of my live streams. You fucked up. Okay? You literally kicked the hornet's nest. नहीं तो फिर बोलेंगे अनपढ़ है. Okay, you kicked it. Now I'll complete it. Okay, you started the war, I'll end it. You started the fight, I'll have the last punch. I'll show you like exactly what happens when you challenge a person like me. मैं सो रहा था, मुझे बेकार में नहीं जगाना चाहिए था. Now I'll show you what happens when you challenge a guy who's not wrong, who was only fulfilling his बचपन का dream. ये मेरा बचपन का सपना था. ये मेरा बचपन का सपना है, इसको मैं लेके चलूंगा, तुम्हारे में दम है, आके रोक के दिखाओ. सिंपल. ठीक है, अकेला हूं, काफी हूं. आओ. दिस इज माई ओपन चैलेंज. And anyone else who's watching this or will watch this, my very simple example from my own example right now, please don't let any bloody asshole bully you. Do not let anyone bully you. Uh, no matter how powerful they are, if you are right, as long as you are non-violent, I'll support you. As long as you are ethical, I'll support you. I'm ethical. I'll support myself also. But as long as you are ethical, I'll support you. That's the whole deal. Okay? That's the whole deal. अभी तक मैं businesses को support कर रहा था, अब मैं movements को support करूंगा. अब बस हो गया. Like I have to suffer this kind of a fate simply because I tried to fulfill my bachpan ka dream. That too from competitors who barely know me. That is some bullshit, man. That is some bullshit. So we are going live. Okay. After this, every single day I'll come back and I'll haunt you, brother. तूने मुझे कल एक phone call किया था ना, now I will haunt you every single day. I will make sure that all my messages reach you every single day. I will myself message you my messages and I'll have my people message you my messages. Trust me, we will all tag you, we will all do this, we will all... tag नहीं करेंगे, नहीं तो तू public हो जाएगा. But we will be behind you. Don't worry about it. And I'll show you the power. अब तुझे जिसको भेजने का भेज. Open challenge. Okay? So guys, this was kind of a private conversation or a private recording between me and this guy who challenged me yesterday. But in other news, everything is fine. You can also see the entire slew of perfumes behind us. We have changed the kind of things that we have. Okay. So this is what we have now. And अब तो तुम लोग जलाली देखो. अब जलाली देखो. भाई ऐसे माहौल में तुमने मुझे ट्रिगर किया है ना. ऐसे माहौल में ये सीजेपी वाला भी मॉडल है, ये वाला भी मॉडल है, उधर वो हीरो वहां पे माँ बहन कर रहा है, ये कर रहा है. ऐसे माहौल में नहीं ट्रिगर करते भाई. क्या किए थे, मतलब क्या सोच के तुमने मुझे कल कॉल किया, क्या सोच के कॉल किया था? वॉच दिस रिकॉर्डिंग, देन सिट विद योरसेल्फ विद अ पेपर एंड पेन. ओके, reflect on your actions. I actually want you to do this. Reflect on your actions and tell me why did you trigger me. That's it. I just want to know this. And this is like my rant. And I wanted to rant on your face. But तुमको फोन करके तुम फोन काट सकते हो, ये कर सकते हो, वो कर सकते हो. मैं उसको पब्लिक रिकॉर्ड्स में डाल रहा हूँ. तुम्हारे लोगों को मालूम है तुम कौन हो, मेरे लोगों को मालूम है तुम कौन हो. So this message is very clear to you. Okay? Next time you have to challenge me and tell me to reduce my prices. I challenge you. Make me. I challenge you. जो भी कल धमकी दिया है सब यूज कर लो and make me reduce my prices. Make me increase my prices. Make me shut down my shop. Whatever the fuck you told me. Do it. Open challenge. Okay? And that's it. My rant is officially over. I have never ever been this vocal or passionate on camera, but trust me, this thing went overboard. And Sons, if you come later and you see this, अगले लाइव स्ट्रीम में मिलना, पूरी कहानी बताता हूँ. चलो. Who was here? Elan Tamil. Hi. Welcome. Thank you for visiting. Rivoningo Mabunda. Welcome and thank you for visiting. Samya Abdullah, thank you and thank you for visiting. Welcome and thank you for visiting. Soharu Noon, hi bro. Hi to you too. Thank you for visiting. Thank you for visiting this live stream, which has really been the topic of this discussion. So any which ways, chalo. The rant is over, the war is on. 3 दिन. 3 घंटे में भी कर सकता हूँ, पर अभी 3 दिन दे रहा हूँ. गो गेट प्रिपेयर्ड. जितना दम है ना, प्रिपेयर हो जाओ. अब मैं बताता हूँ. अभी टीएलसी को ना, किसका परफ्यूम का जयकांत शिकरे बनते हुए देख. नहीं करना था रे, तेरे पास एक्सपीरियंस है तो मैं क्या करूँ.